Hello.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, folks. Welcome. Great to see you. We are on at a very, very awkward time and do apologize for that. But family comes first, and we had a little thing to deal with here. That is life. That's life as parents. But it's great to see you all. Hope you're doing fantastic. We're not going to be on for too long tonight, but I'm really glad you're all here. Welcome to each and every one of you. You can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. It is greatly appreciated.
Yes, that's right, guys. Good to see each and every one of you here, and I see more and more people coming in. I'm sure lots of you are tired of those spam messages, spam comments, and this time we're not talking about spam bots. We're talking about real people leaving spam comments in live streams and in your comment section. So we're going to talk about that, and also what kind of words we are blocking or removing in our chats and comments. Some of them might surprise you. We'll tell you why. Some of them might seem like completely normal comments, and we'll explain you why they're not. And we definitely want to hear your experience with spam comments as well.
We're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. We just get yellow coins. Everything is good. Everything is right on track, folks. Right on track. There we go. Just what I was expecting. So there you go. All right, folks. Reason two why I did it like this and didn't put up the notification the last minute because Andrew has some feedback. Thank you.
While Andrew is doing that, I want to welcome you here.
How is this? Is this any better?
Yes.
That's better?
Yeah.
All right. I gave my mic a gigantic thorough cleaning today. I went through it. It took about 2 hours. You guys are spam yourselves? Well, good to know. Good to know. Thank you so much for letting me know. All righty. Well, you're going to get more of our spam coming up, so hang in there. That's right, in just a minute. Great to see you all. Hope you're doing fantastic. Once again, if you guys could hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all the good stuff would be absolutely awesome of you. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate it. I'm just resetting my mic.
And if you are new here, if you can hit that subscribe button, if you enjoy or will enjoy what you are watching now, we do appreciate that as well. And if you think that you already subscribed, double check, triple check, you never know, and hit that bell button for all notifications so you know when we are on live, because these days you never know.
That's right, exactly. And there sure is Game and Rubik's Liam, and you can definitely do that in your settings. You can set it up.
We're going to talk about that too.
Oh, it says, maybe we're spiking here now. Let me see. Testing.
Testing.
Like I say, folks, sorry, we did a big clean on today. Something came up, family thing. We got to, we are parents. We got to deal with that. So we are on late and a little ill prepared on that one. So thank you for letting us know. I hope this is better. We seem to be in the yellows now. So thank you for telling us.
Let us know. We did talk about the bot spamming, and there we also explained to you how you can add words into your blacklist, how you can remove people from your live chat or block them altogether. We will briefly go over that, but I will definitely, once again, will leave all that information down below in description after the live stream.
But folks, you got to realize we're not just going to be talking about a block word. I want to talk for a minute about a philosophy. I want to talk about something that was said about us. I want to talk about why we do what we do. You always got to be careful on YouTube what you say, folks, because you know what? Little birdies are listening, and it's kind of like bikers groups. Who's your best friend today is not your best friend tomorrow, and everybody talks. Keep tight-lipped what you don't want to have said. That's my best advice to everybody on YouTube, because it always comes back. That's right. And we're going to discuss that, folks. I can't wait to talk about that. I'm grinning from ear to ear talking about that already, and I can't wait. So it's great to have you in here. Welcome to each and every one of you. I'm going to say a quick hello in a minute. Like I say, we're not going to be on too long, folks. We're not going to be on too long at all. But definitely something I want to talk to you guys about and why we do things we do. If you hear anything different, I'm here to clarify it right now, to pretty much say that I agree with them, and I'm going to tell you why I agree with them. What they did say, they didn't want me to know, but it is true. It is true. Some great folks in here, each and every one of you. If you can hit the like button, that would be absolutely awesome. Some stellar crowd. Stellar. You look fantastic. You look awesome. I want to take a picture of you all. I so want to get a picture.
Well, now, if you did look at our thumbnail today, you might notice a little pattern going on from our last week's and the previous week live stream as well on Mondays. And if you are a smart cookie, and I'm sure you are,
yes,
you might understand that there is a little bit of Andrew's rant hiding behind those types of thumbnails here. So that's what we're going to have a little bit of today as well.
Piano's in the house. But yes, let's talk about it. I'm going to try and stay the entire live. These are the chats that I like. Hit the like, everyone. Excellent. Great to see you.
A special shout out to Quicksilver, who is a paramedic. Thank you so much for joining in here and saying kind words. I'm sure there's a lot you are seeing out there, and super kind words back to you. And thank you for everything you are doing. Quicksilver in the chat, guys. Give him some love.
That's right, folks. That's right. I hope you're doing great. Hope you guys are ready for a good conversation. Not a long one, but a good one, as they like to say. The kids like to say. Do the kids still say that?
I'm not sure.
I think they do. Yeah,
kids
I'm
in 90s
sure.
Maybe or something.
Yeah, that's right. My generation gap is kicking in. I've got the question for you. Most of YouTubers coming in the chat and start spamming with. Oh yeah. This is what's up on the thumbnail is all going to lead to that. That's right. That's doing it right.
Dylan Beats, thank you so much for conversation yesterday on Discord. Sorry, I had to jump out quickly, but thank you so much. Handpay Jackpots here. Hello, how are you? Tim Simpson, I noticed that the like counters has gone away too. Well, on our live streams, it has been for a while like that already.
It's been a year. It's over a year now. It's got to be about a year and 2 months or so, I'd say, roughly.
Yeah. And, well, it's all kind of a little bit connected with what we're going to talk about today as well.
Yeah, exactly. Different chapters. Everything is chapters. I got to say hello to everybody in here. There's just too many good people that aren't. I got to get these in here. Alrighty, folks. So let's do it. I'm going to start off by, first of all, saying hi to all the members in the house. I want to give a great big welcome to Sunny J Shores Travel Adventure. Straight Up Slots is in the house. Welcome. We got RC Stinger in the house. Our family, our journey is here, folks. We got Jenny O'Brien in the house. You heard me right. As well as Charmy B. Great to see you. Great to see you. You're doing fantastic. And Xenia, take it away.
Super sticker super chat. West Haven always and forever. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much to West Haven always and forever. Thank you.
And you're sorry, Elena, right? And
Of
you'll
course
never
she
let it
is.
happen again, right?
Of course.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Elena. Hope you're doing fantastic and welcome. I want to say hello to Travel Odysseys in the house. Tim Simpson is in the house. There's the Farming Life. I forget if I said hi to you at the beginning. I don't think so. Another one of our members just joined. Great to see you, bud. We have Storage Scavenger in the house. Spacey is in the house. Shauna, Crazy Life is in the house. Salvatore Vinciguerra. Quicksilver is in the house. Max Air 420 is in the house. We have Laura Bruno, that's right, in the house. As well as Kid Hut 702 in the house. We have Hand Paid Jackpots in the house. Welcome. We have Game and Rubik's Liam. We have Eva Channel. We have Elf Lord's Journey. We have Dylan Beats, Disney Nerd Herders in the house. We have Danielle Jackson in the house. Cubs Den in the house. Creeper Never Sleeping in the house. Creeper RBX Dev is in the house. We have Colin Air Shows in the house. We've got the boy Carpenter Rick in the house. How are you? There's my buddy BNO. How are you? Good to see you. And Angelique Art. Welcome. I'm missing some of them. It's kind of Joan a bit. Sorry about that. I know I missed some. Please say hi and we'll give you a Rockstar's welcome. It's great to have you in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. If you guys can hit the like button, tweet it out, all that stuff, it really does help a lot. Hey there, Tammy. Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborn. Oh my God, that's a tricky one. I always feel like I'm going to trip over my tongue on that one. Salvatore Vinciguerra, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. The Trucker's Life is in the house. Johnny Pockney, there he is. There's another one. Remember, hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Folks, you guys are awesome. If you can let more know, that would be great too. We're going to get into it just a minute. We're not going to be on too long tonight. I know it's at a weird time we came on. Sorry about that. We were going to come on earlier at 7. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to, unfortunately. I think you just hit the reverb button accidentally. No, I bring that up when I give everybody a rock star welcome.
He likes playing with
Yeah,
his
rock
toys.
star welcome. That's right. And Colorado Fisher, there's another one of our members. How are you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Another one of our amazing members. Folks, we're almost around 150 members, folks. I hope you guys can check it out. There's lots going on in there and lots more coming, including, a lot of you know by now, Tech Talk Tuesday is officially no more and is going under a new name that will be for members. And we'd love to have you guys join us. And we feel we've kept it at a very reasonable price. It's super important to us on that one. And we've even opened it up to the 2 groups that we do have because what's going on in the world right now. Wanted to give as many people a chance as possible to be a part of it. So if you guys can check it out, that'd be absolutely awesome. Love to have you aboard.
That's right, guys. And I am sharing this live stream out right now, and I hope you do the same. I want to remind you that if you are on your mobile, you can actually use the share function for community post. You just go over our community post and click share, and it will automatically share on your community post. And that way you can help us out to spread the word.
That's right, folks. That's right. You guys got a bigger reach than we could ever dream of, folks. All of you from different niches, you guys know people that we've never even had the pleasure of meeting yet, and I'm sure everybody in here would love to meet them as well. So if you can let them know, that would be absolutely awesome. I hate the current event.
Yeah, well, I'm sure lots of people are a little bit frustrated and already getting tired of it, but we gotta get through it, and it will be back to some type of normal at some point.
My head was in YouTube mode, and I was thinking, what is going on now on YouTube?
Yeah, you know, when he's in YouTube mode, he doesn't think about anything else. Doesn't think about me or kids or anybody.
Lack Weil, oh my God, Lack Fishing, excuse me, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Michael Riley, welcome. We're doing great. Hope you are as well. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a great day.
Well, that was a great example of what I just said, and I'm sure Andrew didn't even hear that. So that was a perfect example for that. Good to see everybody here in the chat. Right,
she doesn't
Andrew?
do that to me all the
right,
time.
Andrew?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Yes, whatever she said, bang on.
What happens to you guys when you do get focused on YouTube? Does anything can shake you up? Does anything can get you out of your focus? Are you fully focused and energized just on your YouTube channel, or are you easily distracted by anything and everything that's going on around the world? What's
I'm
going on
sorry,
with you?
I didn't hear you. I was concentrating on YouTube. Xenia's favorite
YouTube.
1970s segues like that stuff and that like.
We're still here, of course we are. We're always here, just on different jumping up times. We're here every day, just off our regular schedule for now, with everything going on. Kids are at home, etc., etc. So we are on different times than we usually would be, but we're still here every day. I love being a fisherman and going to the mountains away from everyone, living the normal, still staying away from people. I love that.
The Psycho Ducky is in the house. Good day, good day. How you doing? Great to see you, great to see you. Stingray Steve is in the house on his phone. That's okay. That's all right.
Yes,
no
Lac Fishing is here as well. Nikki Box, Rich's Mukbang, good to see you. Lac Fishing, LAC Fishing, Sunny J Shores Travel Adventure. Yes, that's right. Oh my, getting us all hungry again.
Oh, you folks are absolutely awesome. Great to see you. Well, there she is. There she is. Big Sophia, how you doing, sweetie? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Another one of our awesome members.
Thank you so much, the Psycho Ducky, for
it wasn't a super sticker, so I get to say it.
I wasn't screaming.
Squirrel. Thank you for the super chat, Psycho Ducky. Thank you very much, bud. Do appreciate it. And there is Nomad Unbroken Live. How you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're doing spectacular.
And Alf here says that we only can use one side of the brain. Andrew, which side of the brain is YouTube on in your brain?
Right now?
Right
sitting
now.
on it.
We're sitting on it. Vibes, your mental health matters. Hello and welcome here. If you're new to our chat, hang around. We're going to do a little housekeeping, as we always do, a very short one, and then jump right into the topic today.
That's right, folks. That's right. Like we say, we're already later than we were supposed to be on tonight. Thank you for coming. Do appreciate it. We're also Yellow Coin. Thank you, YouTube, for your support once again. It's nothing short of astonishing.
Impressed.
Impressed, yes.
Always.
Yeah, it's good to know the platform got your back. That's all I got to say.
Deadlocked 85, good to see you. Diana Bryan Fairchild here as well. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Jenny is here. Pixelpia Lifelong Learning. How are you doing today? Fantastic video of how do you use up those lemons and make martinis instead of lemonade. A great video. Go check it out, guys.
Nice.
Good job on that. Good job. And I love the new setup, kind of. Love it.
The American Wanderer, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome. Great to have you in the house. Hope you had a good day. It's a pleasure to have you here. Like I say, it's a little impromptu. It wasn't supposed to be, but those are the breaks. But I'm just honored that all you guys showed up in here. Great to have you all. Food Forest Permaculture is in the house. The left side of the is called the ego is used by you too. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Often.
Hey, Danny McReacts, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome. Always a pleasure to have you in here. I started uploading a video at 2, and now it's on YouTube. I said screw it and scheduled for tomorrow. Oh, man.
Oh, no. Man. Well, it's going to be out tomorrow. I know it happens by times.
In short, blue-collar fishing, it just means that yellow coin means we're not suited for all advertisers because basically everything we've seen to do for the last couple of months is not suited. Therefore, it doesn't push us out to all advertisers. Therefore, we only get a third of the push instead of the regular that we would get. So that's as short, I guess, as I can put it. Chris 10 Tiff, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Corey Manos in the house. Another one of our members. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Pixel P is saying thank you to you.
Well, welcome. I didn't get to comment on the video itself, but I did watch it. I also tweeted it out, shared it everywhere I could, so I did enjoy it. I'll have to go back to comment.
Kyle Wells, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. I wonder if you're keeping busy as a teacher. I'm wondering if you're keeping busy, if they got you working online and stuff like that with the kids through all of it.
Creeping Never Sleeping. Hello, how are you? Kyle Waltz, yes. Cheryl Bossman, hello and welcome here as well. Hello. Caffeine Queen is here as well. Good to see everyone. And guys, if you haven't said hi yet, please say hi. Don't be shy. We don't bite. I just want to say hi and welcome you here. And once again, if I can remind you to hit that like button and share it out, we do appreciate every share counts. Every share brings even more awareness to even more people of what we do here and hopefully learn something about YouTube.
That's right, folks. And I think we're pretty much good to go. Is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I just want to add super quickly that we do have our two channels as members of the week this week, and those two channels are I Explore Louisiana as well as The Adventures of Andrew and Ree.
Okay, well, when you started bringing it up, I could have brought them up full screen here. There you go. There you go. So our Wrenched Up Plus member of the week, The Adventures of Andrew and Ree, and well, Xavier already said them, but I'm just showing them now. I feel like Vanna White. I Explore Louisiana, our Wrenched Up member of the week. We draw one from each pack, and we feature them here on our homepage for the whole week long and shout you out all week long. And we're going to have our next draw Saturday night. So if you're not a member yet, hopefully you can come over and click the join button and check out our packages. There's two right here. These are in Canadian dollars, but it's $4.99 US and $7.99 US.
That's right.
And you get badges in front of your name that change color over time, custom emojis, access to a private Facebook group, and unlisted streams. And the unlisted stream right now that's going to be coming up each week on a scheduled time is the replacement for Tech Talk Tuesday, and will be available to members. So I hope you guys can check it out. It'll be great to have you aboard. We're almost at 150 right now, and I think it's going to make for really good conversations, a really good group of people wanting to do stuff on YouTube. It's a pleasure to have you aboard, and there's room for more, so I hope you can check it out.
That's right. Thank you so much to each and every one of you that has joined our memberships. But even if you haven't, that's okay too. We do appreciate you watching us. That's the main way of supporting us, and thank you so much for being here.
Alrighty, folks, and with that said, I think it's time to get into it. I know I started tonight. Punchy Paints, how you doing? Great to see you. You're doing fantastic. Why I started it this way, and as you can see, I figured the Pusa bot is going to get a big workout tonight because of what I put in the title. That's why I didn't want to put it up in advance. We couldn't do it at 7, but we weren't going to do it anyways. We were going to do it when we were ready to go on and get at least a couple of minutes in before they play with it. But here it is in a nutshell, folks. You've seen the title tonight. Let's grow, grinding, do it the right way, and many other slogans that you hear out and about around in the YouTube world, especially the network streamings. Why we had blocked these and more. Why we had blocked these and more. Alrighty, you guys ready to talk about this? I'm going to get right into it. Like I say, I've been unapologetically boisterous on a lot of things, and I think I've pretty much always been that way. And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I don't like to bring up people as much as I like to bring up things though that are going on that do bother me, and trends. And this shouldn't be anything really new. It's more the reason why some people have kind of come to the illusion of why I don't like them. And actually why I absolutely hate them. And I've been quite vocal about that. And not just the ones there. You only got so much room on the thumbnail. There's been many more. There's a couple of things I'm going to say about them first off. When I see them, let's take do it the right way. Let's do that one. I like that one a lot because, you know, sometimes people will say, well, you know, Pusa Studios, you know, they don't say that kind of stuff. That means they don't want you to do it the right way. Okay. All right. I'll bite. Well, here's the thing about do it the right way. It's got to be one of the most imbecile things I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm not going to say it. I've never said it. And I don't have any intentions of saying it. Back before... And anybody that was around this group, we were the first ones to put up disclaimers about, you know, not to sub for sub, not to I rubber boot you and all that stuff. And they've got copied many times in many different forms. As for watching, I will never take on what somebody else would do because I can't speak for you and you and you and you and you. And yes, you hiding over the corner as well. I can't speak for you. That's the onus on a viewer. All I've ever believed that we can do that's realistic is try and set our streams up that keeps out the most amount of people that come in here wanting to grab a fast sub and leave. Can you get all of them? Never. Does it stop anybody from ever going to one of your channels after they're done and saying, oh, I seen you at Pusa Studios, a sub, you gotta pass the love back and all that? No. I can't control what they do either. That's where you can control them. Everybody can control those actions and curb them from happening. That's where you flag, you ban, you this, you that, and everything into it. When we first joined YouTube, a couple hundred subscribers into it, we quickly learned what it was like when you get passed around messages and theories and I don't want to get right into it, but anyways, you get where I'm going. I have very short patience for anything that is a tagline to anything, and that's where it begins and ends. Because anybody can put something in the chat. I can paste what we do here all day. I'll read it right off to you. I know I post it. You guys probably don't even read it much because you're so used to seeing it. The first one, and I always post the two together. No asking for subs. No S for us. No links. No goals. Targets. Announcing going live. No self or other promotion for you or for others. Show love to your fellow creators. Then it says, the other one says, no, I got yous, and then bells and all that stuff. I rubber booted you, painted your barn, yanked your chain, etc. Take 30 extra seconds for a full sentence and show each other the respect you both deserve. I can post that in here minute after minute after minute. I can post it 20 times a minute. But if I'm letting a bunch of people just sit in there and go, I got you, let's grow, let's go, let's do it, then I might as well not even post that. It has no bearing, it has no meaning. And I remember back in days where I was a teenager and I'd go and get loaded at a bar and they'd have pictures of, alcohol will do this to you and do that to you. And yet they're giving out dollar shooters right beside it with a girl in a bikini. I mean, your message is only good as you make it. And it all comes with the temperament of your chat. So no, I don't sit there and say that at all, and I have no plans to say it because I find it's absolutely pointless. Because if I need to tell people that, then I'm not getting rid of the people in here that shouldn't be here. And that's my simple way of looking at it. To me, they're all just trying to vindicate something that is not right. Have you ever talked to somebody you know has stole something, and then they sit there and they say, oh, I hate thieves. I hate them. Oh my God. I put them all in jail if I could get them. I would like to get my hands on those thieves. They're so awful. And you're thinking in your head, yeah, but I know you just stole an hour ago. I know you ripped somebody off. That's all it is to me. It's just theater antics. So if that validates if we're trying to keep a network stream that runs proper by saying do it the right way, well, then I'm definitely then doing it the opposite way, which I guess is the wrong way in that books. But I have no intentions of doing it the right way. To me, it's got the same stigma to it as keeping it real. I like him. He's keeping it real. That just means he's being a jackass, and it's a way of okaying it. That's my simple understanding of the whole thing. So yeah, no, we're never going to use that. If anybody's looking for me to validate our channel based on that, then we're not validated. Not a good fit, probably. We probably genuinely really suck in your eyes and would be a big dishonor being seen in our chat. Grinding. God, I hate the word grinding. Grinding used to be a YouTube buzzword. Casey Neistat and all those guys. Oh my God, I haven't slept in days. I'm grinding, man. Getting these videos out. I got to do this, and I'm traveling down. I'm driving 4 hours, man, in the middle of the night just to get the shot in the morning so I can do it. That was grinding.
Well, being busy in general was a trendy thing. Still is. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm busy. Are you really? Like, everybody was busy all of a sudden. Busy, hustling, and grinding. Not even understanding the meaning of the words.
I'll put it up to you guys in here. You don't have to answer if I put you in a spot or not. I'm not talking about you guys. But in general, 99% of the time or more, when you hear the word grinding in our live stream, they're going all through YouTube and that, your travels. How does it usually follow? Does it follow with them talking about work that they're doing on YouTube, their channel, their videos, etc., etc., etc.? Or does it refer to how many numbers they've got in the last week? I'm curious to see. You guys, if it puts you in the spot, you don't feel like answering, but this is your view of what you see going on around you. I'm curious. Most times when you hear grinding, is it connected with people working on a channel doing anything, or is it on the numbers that they've been collecting? I'm really curious about that.
See, in the meantime, Sonny J. Shore says, gee whiz, sounds naughty.
Well, that's the other thing with it too. Exactly. You know, some people it has a whole different part with the grinding thing. What I'm talking about is a philosophy. It's just a bunch of theater words, and I that's why we blocked them a long time ago. Because honestly, people that were using those like crazy, it was just knowing they weren't going to be a good fit right away, because you could tell what all they were interested into. Do it the right way, well, just means they've been running around network stream after network stream trying to justify the whole thing that's going on under the host or the attendee onto it for running. Grinding, every time I'm hearing it, it's got to do with a number and pretty much nothing else. Oh man, I've been grinding on YouTube. Oh, what have you been doing on that? Man, I hit 28 streams yesterday. 28 streams. Oh, okay. What'd you do the day before that? Hit 24. What'd you do the day before that? 36. I just don't hear it connected to anything else. That's just another buzzword that come out. It's just another justification word onto it. Now, there's one I'm going to bring up right away because I know somebody's going to say, oh, Andrew's a hypocrite. Well, I'm going to explain this one very carefully. There's one that used to come out, and I didn't even write it in the thumbnail, but Let's Grow, which used to be used a lot by a friend of mine, Farmall Fanatic, and I know I'm going to get called into it, and I'm going to say right away why. Back then, when Farmall did it, Farmall had a pattern to his show, whatever he chose to do. What I didn't like is that everybody else took it and hoarded the hell out of it. That was my number one peeve with that one. Because I know what it's like to work on stuff, to build up something and to have everybody just take it and run with it and just run it to hell to the point that you don't want to do it anymore. And that one especially gets to me. And then it just became part of that. The ones that hoarded out just turned it into utter oral abuse, I guess would be the only term I can think of to call it at that point. Like I say, mostly everything that Xenia and I have ever worked on here and tried to do differently, it says from the pack, usually gets copied about 20 times, what seems like in no time. So I can relate on something like that. I know what it's like when you have something you really work hard onto and somebody just takes a half-ass version and slaps it around everywhere. You know, we're on here to be original, and it's hard enough to be original on here, and it's hard enough to find something. And it's not that you're going to like it or respect it or think it's amazing. The thing is somebody, some things people have worked really hard into and made it their own, and they have every right to be proud of it. We should be going around looking, being inspired by people, and not worried about what the other one is doing and running with it and taking it. I just, that bugs the hell out of me. So that's why a lot of those terms are blocked, and that's why you see a lot of people still trying to dig through, and even people with wrenches were removing them. That's why. Do it the right way. If you do not know how to do it the right way, I don't know what to tell you, but our channel is not going to be a good fit for you. I do not want to sit, I will never promise you get viewers. I will not do it. I've never done it. I will not charge it for it. I will not promise it. There's no way in hell I can do that. It's an outright lie because I do not control the people that are in here. There's nothing I have to do with it. In my opinion, now, if I was to do it the right way and make it the way I wanted it to represent, do it the right way, get a good channel together that whether you're on a network channel or whether you're being discovered by YouTube, hopefully all of them are working in your favor. It catches people's eyes enough that they want to stay and see something. Watching in full and loyalty and that loyalty stuff goes right into what I just talked about there. You can't be loyal because you can't promise anything on here, nor do I want anybody watching me to be loyal. I don't need loyal. Loyal does not build a fan base. People who get benefit out of what you do, that builds a fan base. Loyal has nothing to do with it. I don't care if somebody doesn't like me, but they still get benefit out of it and actively participate. If you're getting benefit, that's what it's all about. I don't like the circle jerk thing. I was never a fan of it. I never thought it did any good. I thought it held channels down as much as doing sub for sub. It just gets caught in a little ring and rolls around till it finally tires itself out. You know, doing it the right way is making something on YouTube that people want to watch. And it doesn't matter if you like it or if you don't like it. It matters the people that do like it. And what also matters, the people that don't like it, go and find something that they like. But even that you can't control. But you're only, to me, doing it the right way means you're making something that people want to see, that people want to be a part of. Not because they're guilted to go, not because they're paid to go, not because they have to, because they pinky sweared and took some sort of invisible oath by walking into a chat stream. It doesn't make a bit of goddamn sense. I've never run with that, and I have no intentions of it. If somebody could convince me that that is the right way to do it, I'm missing on, I'd be open here, but I can't see any angle where that ever made any sense. Not a bit. We've had people come, we've had people go, we've had all that stuff and everything. We've had people watch some, watch none, watch part. To me, that's YouTube. To me, that's the right way. That's the real. That's keeping it real. That's as much as you're going to expect out of it. I do not like those terms. I believe it's nothing more than putting lipstick on a pig, and I truly believe that with all my heart. Calling it for what it is. Look at us with the Pusa push. The Pusa push, we give basically maybe 10% advice in the channel. It goes too fast to give it. We accepted it for what it was. We didn't try to paint it into something it wasn't. We knew it wasn't like the wheel where we give a lot more advice onto it. So in turn for it, we made it into a lot more exciting game than just standing there in the camera like that, calling people out, saying their names over and over and over in unison. There's no use to make a mountain out of a molehill. I don't think Xavier ever said, oh, come to the Pusa push, you're going to learn so much about your channel. That's lies. It is what it is. That game is what it is. The wheel is what it is. Tech Talk Tuesday is what it is. I call it for what it is. But there's some sort of like, I like that channel, though. They're doing it right. What the hell are they doing right? What is right about it? It's an unjust argument just there, in my opinion, to mask every one of those words. Let's grow, grinding, do it the right way, loyal, all that stuff is to cover over what's not really happening. And it's like, well, I said it. I did say it, so it is. Doesn't matter if people are doing it or not. Doesn't mean if anybody's listening. Like I say, those messages we post about, don't do sub for sub. We have a ban list of about 7,000. If we're not doing it like we say we're doing it, then we're really doing something wrong. Because we'd be growing a lot more if we weren't banning half the people that come in here. But we don't want to go down that route. We haven't done that route. It's so easy to do it. And like I say, our ban list is gigantic. You guys have been coming here for a while, so you see how many times people get banned from here. If they don't get the hint and go away and they're a bad fit and they're going to do that kind of stuff, then you got no other choice. I don't want them upsetting you guys. I respect what you guys are doing in here. I don't want nothing tipping the scales. I don't want them chasing you away and getting left with a bunch of that junk. And that's what it is. It's empty subs, empty calories, junk. Does that mean that everybody in here is going to watch everybody's videos? No. Can I say they will? No. It doesn't work that way. It's just the thing is, you try to set up the best stacked cards in your advance, which is you guys in this chat. You guys are the cards in this one. And hopefully with that, people get the best results out of it. That's the thing about it. So, but is it guaranteed? Never. That's where it comes in. I will try to put eyes on you guys. I will try my best. And you see it with channels that are doing well, that really look nice, that really put the effort into it. They are going to get more people staying over to see what they do. And that should inspire all of us that aren't getting that right now to do that. Not pinky swearing, not keeping it real, not doing it right. Giving something for people to watch so they don't look at it as a chore. I don't want to sit and watch stuff and like, all right, there was Bob's video done. Now let's go watch Jim's video. That's done. Liked in full. Let's go over to Sam's. Watch again. That's building a nice following. That's going to help you get somewhere. That's going to really get the word out that you're doing something great. It's the wrong way to go. I don't know where it ever became right, because to me it couldn't be more wrong if it tried. But like I say, some have been running a bit, and this happens to us every couple of months. There's a couple who get stirred up in the pen. Well, that's fine. That's good. But their argument now seems to be that, Pusa Studios isn't doing it right. Well, if that's the right, keep your right. And we don't want your right. Not interested into it. And to us, there's no way it'd be done here on Sunday. You can convince me that it is right. Because it's not what our channel is about. And that's as simple as that. We're here. We give advice onto it as much as we can. Like I say, we did what we did with Pusa Push, but instead we couldn't give as much advice on that one, so we made it as entertaining as humanly possible. That was the trade-off for it. I wasn't just going to come up and Xenia and I turn on the camera and just start pointing at people like they're connect the dots. It wasn't going to happen. That's just not the way we do things. So we did a trade-off onto it. We're fine with it. I have no issues. Do you have issues with it? Mm-mm. It's fun. It does what it's supposed to do into it. It gives its smaller channels a boost. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, we tried. That's all we can do. We're not promising, oh my God, these people now they're going to watch you forever and never and never and never. And they're going to fall in love with your content forever and never and never and never. It doesn't work that way. There's no promises on this earth that you can make that's going to do that. We got to all take some responsibility for our content and realize where that part is really important. And we have to take the understanding that not everybody's going to like what we do. And we have to take the understanding, when I go look up something on YouTube, okay, straight YouTube, I don't know. I want to make something. I want to set up OBS. I don't know. I'm just because that's in front of me. That's what came up. But say that. Well, I'm going to watch the first video. Oh, this guy doesn't shut up. Boom. What the hell did they say? Back, forth, back, forth. This makes no sense. He's going way too fast. And I might go through 10 videos till I find the one that speaks to me best. And that's the way it is. And we are so fine with people coming in and saying, you know what? This Pusa Studios, they royally suck. And the two of them are annoying. And I can't stand listening to them. What is with the way they talk? What's the way the things they do? Blah, blah, whatever the reason. They suck. I'm out of here. And even if they hit the thumbs down the way out, you know what? If it made them feel good and they're out, I cheer them on because they know what they want. There's a lot to be said for people who know what they want. There really is. It can't always be everybody in love with us all. We can't have that thing like that. You know? And I think we're mostly all adults and we mostly all get that. And I understand when you first start to get your first dislike or your first person leaves a bad comment, it is hard. And don't feel bad about that. That's not whining. That's not nothing. It's hard because you're exposing yourself and somebody turns onto it. That's understandable. Don't feel bad about it. Honestly, let it hurt for a little bit. That's okay because it's going to pass and it's going to get better and you're going to get thicker skin from it and all that. As long as you're not doing hate-filled stuff like downright hate. You know, we're just not for everybody. And like I say, I have total respect for somebody who comes in here and says they can't stand it and move on. They know what they want. They're not dragging around trolling. They're not dragging around being a pain in the ass or bring everybody else down. They want to go where something, they know what they don't like, and they have to find somewhere that they do like. And that's pretty admirable. The same as when somebody comes in, they say they really like you. To me, those are equal. I like people who know what they want. And doing it right to me does not make an ounce of sense when it means just going on and us posting don't sub for sub, don't do this, and letting it become an absolute free-for-all in the chat where everybody can screw up. Because the message means nothing if you're not doing anything with it. I don't know. I think some of them think, well, if I post that, then I won't get in trouble with YouTube. Well, you can post it till the cows come home, but if it is going on, if it is happening, that message means dick all. It only means something if you enforce it. We don't post that up for YouTube, that part. We post, that's what you do in your description. That part we post to give like kind of a warning to everybody. This is the way we do things. And if you don't fit with it, you are going to get timed out. You are going to get removed. And it's as simple as that. You know? I don't know. I just feel like I think some are thinking it's kind of like instant immunity because it's been copied so much. And now at this point, I mean, I see it popping up in so many places. And that's fine. I just don't see it popping up or it seems like anybody's really enforcing it. People are complaining about the right click. I am too. Really miss it, especially when you host a YouTube show, especially when you host a live stream. That thing is worth its weight in gold. But I completely get why they took it away. We all know why they took it away. There's going to be a lot of channels going to get a lot of hardships if they don't change their... Because it was very hard to bust channels when it was going through right-click because it's hard to trace that pattern. But if they decide now that they can't do that and they start flooding the chat with links, a lot easier to catch at a community strike. A lot easier. Made them more sitting ducks. A lot easier to bust. A lot easier to deal with, so And yes, we know there's the plugin out there. We know about it. We don't use it. It's just we don't trust it. We really, really don't trust it. So that's just our opinion. Everybody has their right to their own, but that's why we're not using it. So I don't want the misery that comes with it. Remember, whenever you use an extension, you're granting accesses, and if it's an illegitimate, ill-put plugin extension, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to tell you where it's going to get all the access, because it's already becoming part of a scam. So just proceed with caution with anything like that. Right click was nice to check out channels without descriptive name. Yes, exactly. Oh, I agree. But that's the same as any law on earth. Imagine if most people followed the law, and used common sense. We wouldn't need stop signs. People would slow down at intersections. Nobody's coming. There's nobody in front. They would go. But it's always a small minority that ruin it for everybody else. And that's the same with anything in life. That's exactly what happened to it as well. Everything gets abused, gets taken away, and we all get the shaft for it. So that's life in short. I just have a real hard time with it, and I've said this before. It's nothing I haven't said, but yeah, I heard some are like they're kind of playing a little bit of a thing to say where they can catch Pusa Studios because we don't do it the right way. Well, I'm here, and I like getting ahead of the game whenever I can. Like I say, everybody talks, so please always remember that. Don't say stuff on YouTube that you don't want to get out. Do it the right way. Pusa Studios most certainly does not do it the right way. Then, if that's the case, I want nothing to do with it, for the record. So there it is right there. There's my voice agreeing to it. So
now, doing it the right way, and I will repeat something that I already have told on this channel, but in case you haven't heard that, and it is very unpopular opinion, but it's true. So you might like it, but not like it. Doing it the right way. Well, what exactly is it? Hit the like button. Watch it in full, leave a comment, subscribe, ring a bell, all of those things, 5-6 things you have to do when you connect with a channel, when you go watch a video. Doing the right way is such a legend, so to say. All we need here, all we are looking for here is not fellow YouTube creator watching you for the 1500th time, is to attract viewers, attract maybe other YouTubers, maybe just viewers, but somebody outside of your little circle. Okay? A regular viewer don't do all of those 6 things at the same time. First of all, they're not informed how important it is to have a like, to have a subscribe, to all those things that are right thing to do. They don't know about it. Those who maybe know partly, they might leave a like, maybe some of them might comment, maybe some of them might watch the full video if they're super interested, but oftentimes, just think about yourself, when you're searching for something on YouTube, are you really watching every video that you come up under the search term, that you click on and you realize it's not the right video? You're still watching even if it doesn't answer your question? No. You click back and you look for the one that answers your question. And that's what viewers do. What we want here is, if you want to, replicate a normal viewer. You want to have a viewer pattern and behavior on your channel, not the right way. Because you know what happens when you stop having the right way, because all those people fall off your wagon and your circle is not there anymore? Your statistics plummet down like a plane. Just goes down. And YouTube, ding, ding, ding. Nobody's interested in that channel anymore. Nobody's watching it full. Nobody is liking. Nobody's leaving a comment. We're not suggesting it anymore.
Have you ever seen a channel around 40,000 and they're getting like a couple hundred views a video, and you wonder how is that possible? They're over 40,000 subscribers. A lot of times those channels, for instance, got a nice big juicy shout out. A big channel took a shine on them and said, you know what? Let's get you out there to everybody. And they did. Some of them follow them like sheep. They'll go. Not everybody's going to go, but a good majority. And they go up and 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 up. And then the next time they come back and they finally see another video, and then like, and then down. And usually about a month later, it's like a wasteland. That's worse than not going up some in steps, because the algorithm has basically looked at it and said, okay, you got a lot of attention. and nobody came back. So basically, you've done your audition. We get what you're about, and we see what people think of what you're about, and we're going to move on, and it's been a nice day. That's the thing about it. That's where it goes to. That's where it ends up being in the end when it's all said and done. You know, now you take somebody like Casey Neistat when he shouted out Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon jumped up 600,000 in a couple of days. He was already at 1.1 million. Well, Peter McKinnon kind of had the goods to back it up, and he was right in that same niche with him and stuff. It took off, and it just solidified him as somebody to watch. They looked at him and said, "Holy God, this Peter McKinnon, he's crazy. Oh my God, look, he's doing this." He started appearing, and everybody's sharing him because that's what people do when they really like something. They share it out, telling more and more people, and that confirms it. There's the engagement that YouTube was looking for. Okay, this is a pass. This is a go. They're coming back and watching some more, and they're sharing it out and stuff like that. We got to get this guy out to more people. But you don't need to be gigantic for that either. We've seen channels in here that we've shut it out and stuff like that and getting off the ground, and now they're gone big time. Dr. Egberg, he might even be listing in here right now, who is at 3,000 and is at 350 some thousand now.
Yeah.
You know, there is benefits all into it, and it's all the way you do it. We've had lots of them in here like that. We've said it from the beginning, folks. It's a commercial. It's not to build your channel. There's nobody, I think, that's stressed more than Xenia and I, that if you're coming into a place and all you want to do is just build your channel from network streams, including ours, it's not going to work. And you can go back, you can find it in tons of old live streams. We've said it over and over and over again. It does not work that way. They're a commercial at best. They shouldn't be it. A balanced breakfast is fine. You shouldn't live solely on them. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, to nobody. It serves a purpose. It shouldn't be a dependency onto it. You know, we don't give gigantic spikes into it. It's not like it's going to knock you over the top and you're going to have instant success in that. I've heard all these pitches before that. Oh, if we all watch each other's stuff, we're all going to have 1 million views. We're all going to have 1 million subscribers. We're all going to do this. We're all going to do that. We're going to loyalty. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And don't forget all the big YouTubers, you know, they had circles too that they were with and stuff like that a lot of times, some of them. It's the same as bands. Bands have been going through this for so many years now. They, you know, sitting on the LA Strip in the 80s and that, oh, bro, they give me a contract, they don't sign you, I ain't signing shit. We're all doing it together. It don't work that way. When that contract comes up, they're running with it. And it's not that they've gotten snobby. They've just got 1 trillion times more busier than they were before. And one day when they're going across the Midwest in a bus 9 months later, they think, bro, it's been a long time since I called Johnny. I haven't heard from Johnny in ages. Well, you and Johnny and all of them were all supposed to go up together. It's good intentions. It's good heart. But it doesn't work that way. So all I'm just saying is we don't promise anything on here because there's nothing to promise. We never built our channel on a promise, and I don't plan to start. I can't speak for any one of you people in here. All of you have different viewing habits. All of you have different interests. All of you have different reasons why you're on here. What you want to do with your channel. Some just want to keep it as a hobby. Some just want to go right to the top. Some are got a foot in both waters. Some are not sure what they want to do. But in the end, when they come to your channel, they're not a creator anymore. They're a viewer. And a viewer is going to look for what interests them into it. That's to me, there's only one right, and it's that. Like Xenia was saying a while ago. They're going to be there as a viewer, and they're going to watch what they want to watch. Try your best to get your channel in the best of shape, and this don't cost you a dime to say this. Get your channel in the best shape as you humanly can. And keep learning, and don't settle for, well, it's good enough. You always have to be improving on something. Doesn't mean leaps and bounds all the time. Don't put yourself at a point where you discourage yourself and leave. Set decent goals for yourself that just keeps you growing. It can be learning something very simple as a new way to find a tag, or a new way to kind of clean up your about section a little bit. Thumbnail. Everything is adding to it. Everything is a good thing that you're doing to your channel to help it grow. All you can do is stack the cards in your favor. There's no quick fix. There's no instant promises. You don't need somebody fixing you. You don't need somebody fixing your channel. You just got to be in the right mindset and be open to learning and bringing things back and working with them. And I can't stress this enough. If somebody starts offering you advice, don't be shy to just ask them where they got their information from. Make sure they understand it. It's very easy to regurgitate terms, but understanding it is a whole different thing. And if you don't understand it, all the regurgitation in the world is not going to help. It's as simple as that. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's not a sexy answer. You know why? Sexy answers are good for money. Polarized. Oh, do this. No, don't do that. Do this. That's money making. Anything. You know that in real life. And a lot of people are getting kind of... We get the private messages, and I get it. Some people are shy to say in public, I don't know if this is true, but I heard this or that. I get that. I understand. You shouldn't be, but I understand it. But just think of things, try to think of things on YouTube when you hear them as you would in real life. If somebody came up to you and said, I can fix your debt right now in 5 minutes. Does that really sound plausible? Probably not. I mean, we all know definitely not, but I'm just trying to be polite here. And we're not going to do it. So, to me, that's all it comes down to in the end, folks, is be diligent about what you hear. We're not doing it right. Because right is somewhere I just don't care to be perfectly honest, where what it's become. We do what we do on here the way we do it. And the nice thing about it is, and I can't say everybody's been able to say this, if our channel ended tomorrow, Xenia and I can walk away not only a clear conscience, but with our head held up. And I'm proud of that. Some people pull fast ones onto us and they're like, you don't think with what we talk about enough here, you're not giving us enough. I'm not saying we're gurus or anything, but to hear us talk enough about the way we do on YouTube, we couldn't have figured out how to do that. You don't think we thought of that long ago? Just because we chose not to go down a path that we thought was wrong or slimy or scamish doesn't mean we never thought of it. And it's not something new. It's just we didn't go that way. We're not the best people in the world. We're not saints about it. All I'm just saying is we are a family. We have kids. I don't want to be something on here that my kids will die of embarrassment of 25 years down the road. Yes, we go on foolish. Yes, we joke around. Yes, we do stuff like that. Of course, it's entertainment. You guys deserve to be entertained. You guys come here and spend your time. But there's some lines that I want to draw. And remember, to this day and age, everything that is on the web stays on the web forever. Forever. So that's just the way we choose to look at the world on here. So, it's not waving any flags, like I say, and I can't stress enough. It's not that we're perfect. It's just the way we choose to do things on that. And I think it's worked out quite well for us. But we're not fools. We know a scam a mile away. And it's not like something clever came up. We just chose not to be that scamish about it. That's all. That's all it is in the end. So it's nothing impressive. It's nothing like, oh, that went right over Pusa's head. Nope. As a side note, one of them is copying our tags, using them in his own videos. Little word to the wise. If you're going to copy somebody's tags, you might want to do it from somebody who doesn't know any better, because somebody who knows how to come up with good tags also knows how to fucking bottleneck it. So just a word to the wise. Think before you decide to do stuff.
The other day I was just checking out different channels and came across a channel. I'm not going to name the channel, but I came across a channel, actually the title, that would grab my attention. And when I looked into the video, well, it was word to word, our title and our description.
Yep, copy and pasted right in.
Which didn't make sense anything for the channel, because obviously it wasn't about the channel, it was about our channel. And if you would place screenshotting our description and their description and title, it would be 1-to-1 what we have.
Yep.
Why?
It does no good. It has zero benefit.
And we were talking here about copying, and inspiration and the difference of that. And, yes, people get inspired. But like I said in the chat, if you do make a copy of Van Gogh, art, it's a crime. If you get inspired by it, well, that's a good thing. Do you see the difference? I just couldn't believe it. And that's not the first instance. It's just one example, just recent one, just literally this week. And they happen all the time. And I'm sure we're not the only ones happening. That happens. I'm sure there's lots of other people that experience the same thing. But it's just a question of why would you do something like that? How does it benefit your channel? It doesn't do anything bad for us, but how does it benefit your channel to use one-to-one somebody else's title, somebody else's description, somebody's else, like you literally just basically planted over to your channel? Why?
That's exactly it. Tales of Solstice. Copying identical metadata is just lazy. It is.
And tags oftentimes people do because they are hidden, and most of the times people don't have the TubeBuddy extension. Nobody sees it. Well, they think they'll just add there, and nobody's going to see them, But title and description, something that is so visible. Wow, just wow.
And the sad part is sometimes, the stuff I was talking about is not something that comes in here anymore. But it's also, people that come in and ask for shout-outs. like play to be on the wheel. It's people that, mingle all the time with you and stuff like that and say, we respect what you do and stuff like that. In the end, we're going to get by it. We always do it. We're always okay on that one. We will make sure we're okay. It's just more, I don't know. It speaks a lot of volumes. But the tags one, really was... But like I say... If you copy tags, get ready, because it's very easy to bottleneck somebody like that and reverse it again. So I wouldn't recommend it. Canadian Drone Hub, Roger, how are you? Good to see you. How are you? Listen, if something we have Grinds Finds, Outdoors with Eric, Farm All just passed. There's lots of just past us. There's lots that we can think of. You know what? And they're doing great tags and stuff and doing this stuff. Just do your own. That's what's going to benefit you. And we're cheering them on to the... How many times do we show them? Ray Kit just hit 30,000. We've been shouting him from the rooftops. They're not worried about what we're using for tags. They could give two shits what we're using. Find your own stuff and run with it. It's only going to work when it's set for you anyways. Copying that stuff, if you're copying, it's mostly because of the size of the channel. The bigger channel is going to dominate in there anyways, just by ranking. So you're not helping yourself. You're actually forcing yourself down lower in the ranks by doing it on top of it. I've gone and looked what people in my niche use for tags, but took this and exactly. And that's a good thing. That's why it's there. Use those tools. They're great things. Don't get me wrong. They truly are. Use them and to benefit yourself and where you gotta go, It's just so frustrating onto it like that, exactly. Look around and see what's respect. And a lot of times people even copy like big YouTubers. I've seen people copy like Peter McKinnon types. I know they've copied and pasted them right over because Peter McKinnon's name is into it, his tags, and he's nowhere to be found in the video. Well, you just put yourself in the ranks with a YouTuber that's at the time, maybe 2 million subscribers, and you're 942. Where do you think you're going to end up on the list? As well as, and as a side note to everybody, make sure whatever you use for tags is prudent to what your video is about, or you can get hit with a community strike. Don't go using big tags trying to fool the algorithm on that. You can get hit with it. It is a community strike. It is tag stuffing. It is not allowed. So just as a side note to that one. I used to be Loud Noises. I've undergone a rebrand. Well, that's awesome, the Noise Club. That's awesome. Good for you. Good stuff. I don't know if there's much else to add to it in that part, folks. I mean, you guys get it. I mean, I just don't like cliches at the best of times. And I feel, like I say, in short, all those have always been the same as a thief sitting around saying, I hate thieves. I want to see them all in jail. I want to have them all in prison. That when they go on and on and on about it, they're trying to hide their own stuff. I don't like those things. I don't like them. We are what we are. We do what we do, and that's straightforward. And if that falls under the category of not doing it right, then checkmate, we're not doing it right. With pleasure. Thank you very much for the mention of it. Thank you for not putting us in the category. It means a lot. So.
Our singer here at the question said YouTube channels are going live instead of creating content. Some work and some don't. So how are we to compete?
I know a lot of people are being told, go live, go live, go live. I know that. And yes, depending what you want to do and go live, networking, it's probably going to grow fast. My only argument always been to that is that what you want to do your whole time on YouTube? Because if you have any dreams of going live with that and coming back, and let's face it, a lot start off doing what they do in their niche live. It doesn't take off fast enough, and they become some sort of networking in some varying degree, in some form, some shape. We're kind of biased because we do it. Don't forget about Stay Loyal. Yeah, we've been talking about that one. I pinky swear, Farmall, I'll watch everything you ever make for the rest of my life, and my kids will continue on after my passing. There you go. No. I find live streams, I think they have a lot of potential. I think they're turning into, and I just talked about that one last week. I do feel like it's kind of the abyss now on YouTube. I feel YouTube has kind of thrown us to the wolves. They've given us this join button, and it's just going to be the ruination because it's just a whole nother round of channels destroying other channels. I think it's going to get worse on here. I'm forcing myself, we talked about that more and more, to try and go live. The kind of the climate that it is, I just don't want to be a part of it. I really, really do not want to be a part of it. So lives when your main content is uploads can mess up your analytics, and exactly, that's a big part of it. If you're going to start Farmall, would you like to chime in on that one? Farmall was running his channel. He had a decent sized channel, was doing lives once a week, only once a week, and was still uploading some. But I think he was right at the very threshold. Farmall gave up the live streams, revamped his channel, and now Farmall is just flying, guys. His channel is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And to me, that's just another one's proof in the pudding. Bearded Picker, 70,000, ended up separating into two channels for that simple reason, because he felt that the live streams were bringing down his views on his uploads. People say to me, Pusa Studios doesn't like to create anymore. All they do is go live. Well, yeah, we're only going to go live on here. I'm not putting up a video to get no views. I'm not going to get any views with it. I know that. It's not a question of maybe and possibility. Not. We are so pegged as a live stream channel 7 ways from Sunday that's just the way it is. We are a live stream channel in every shape and form, and the algorithm has no time for us. We've tried We tried with the memberships.
Yeah.
It went nowhere. We draw our membership every Saturday night, members of the week. We stopped it. It was absolutely pointless. It was easier just to go live and draw them and get more views versus doing it that way. Nomad Unbroken Live, another channel. I'm growing the right way 2 or 3 years at least.
The live streams on Saturdays are never going to get the more views because it is mostly geared towards members. But what happened with our videos, it wasn't the Saturday that bothered us. What bothered was the following days afterwards that got impacted by that video. So you might have gotten less views on video or less views on a live stream. That's not what matters. That's not what that show is about to begin with. It's not for views. But it did impact probably most of the week after. And you could see it in your analytics clearly as day. And now you can see it differently again once we stopped doing that.
So yeah, exactly. You gotta pick it. You gotta pick your poison, for lack of a better term. YouTube doesn't market you on what video it is. It's not like, okay, well, today's a live stream. We're gonna go up really quickly, down. Oh, this is a video. We're gonna go to slant. It marks your channel. Basically, your channel is pegged, and the number usually they say is bases you on the last 10 videos you've done or live streams or per capita what you've done. But I find in this case, it tends to go a lot deeper than that, and it's a lot harder to change. And some channels just wither and die because they went and they got their 4K, went back to uploading, and they just can't get it together. It's not because they're a bad channel. It's not that they had bad intentions. They just were told at the time, oh yeah, go live. I hear that. I hear that. People giving live streams like a fucking Ponzi scheme and that. They want you to go live because then you'll have a smaller live stream than them. You'll be finding new people and bringing them right back to the mothership. That's why. What is up with the chat? FBI...
Yeah, I don't know. It's YouTube.
Yeah. I believe that's a YouTube thing.
Skyra eats, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I want live streams for the record. I'm trying to cheer on live streams. You see me doing with Stillwater Nation and those guys. I'm just trying to cheer on live streams that want to do something besides just go live. That want to put the same kind of art form into it as a video. That's my biggest thing right now. You know, Donnie Shaw, I mean, he's putting on an act, he's putting up a business. It doesn't always need to be like the Stillwater Nation or what we do in OBS and all these things and that. It's just something that says, you know what, I didn't just turn on the camera, it's go time. That's what it's about, or has something to talk about that's on topic about it. It's just that there becomes such a wasteland for so many people that it makes it horrible for all of us. We're all painted by that brush. We're almost all kind of painted with the, ugh, what's a live streaming channel? That's the part that I hate the most because of all this. That's why I get so fucking wicked on these things like that when they're all done all the time. And I've been complaining about them a lot more lately because I see another abyss coming. You can feel it. The ground is rumbling underneath of us. The join button has put that into high gear. And there's a lot of channels ready to give up whatever they're doing, start doing a couple of live streams so they can get their hands on a join button as well. That's what sucks about it. And you see what some of them have been charging for it. You can tell where they're going, what the plan is. I wish there was lots of live streams. Guys, live streams are a lot of fun. They're the closest thing I've had to playing in a band again by doing a live stream. But just have something purposely to do for it. Imagine if a band just went up and no one knew how to play. I'm going to tune for a while. Blam, 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 blam. How many hours are you going to sit through blam, 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 till you want to pull every hair out of your head out? I mean, just put something into it. Let's run with them. Let's make live streams amazing. Let's do things on here. This is the greatest time in the world we've ever had for technology, folks. But I just feel like it's so under-embraced. I feel like, and YouTube is finally starting to recognize it a little bit when they changed the community strikes, that it's equal, 15 days your first time for video or live streaming, where before it was 90 days without a live stream because they considered a fringe benefit. So let's run with, yeah, Donnie. Yeah, 99.99. You can buy a lot of cute outfits for that. Exactly. I've seen live streams of hang out with me or I'm bored, let's talk. Exactly. Blah. And you know what? If you're doing something normal all the time, you go out once in a while, guys, you know what? I just wanted to hang out with you. It's a sunny day, not much going on. Then it's a perk. You know what? We're sitting by the sun. Who needs it this time? Let's just kick up our heels and enjoy it. But when it's the whole criteria of every one of them, one after another, some of them are doing it like that 5-6 times a day. I see the recommendations come. It's like they're on again. The same thing over and over and over and over. I mean, how many times can you beat a dead horse? It's not asking the world out of anybody. It's just, you know what? We're going to sit there and we're going to be the outcasts on YouTube until we all decide to clean it up. And that's up to us because YouTube is certainly not going to do it the way things are going. And I just think it's an awful shame to piss away such a golden opportunity. A couple of years ago, do you know how hard it would have been to go live? To have interviews, to share at the same time? Do you realize how far we've come in such a short amount of time to do what we're doing? Why squander that away? If you really want to be live and that's what you really have in your heart, then do it, but just do something productive with it. And if you really want to upload as well, for the love of God and everything that's holy, have 2 separate channels, one for uploading, one for live streaming. And if you decide you only want to upload, that's fine too. There's millions and millions of channels doing that as well and getting by, and some aren't getting by. It's once again to be dependent on your content that you have. So there's nothing wrong with any of those answers, but just do something productive with whichever one you want. How many? I get them up on the wheel. I know, I'm not stupid. Every thumbnail is black. There's nothing on to it. I'm bored. Oh my God, I'm up on the wheel. I'm getting closer to my goal. For what? Let's be honest here. For what? What is going to be accomplished the day you're monetized? Let me guess. Super chats. And what are you going to change about your channel? And what are you going to find that's been waiting inside you, that's been wanting to come out the whole time? Nothing. It's going to be what it is. The same thing. Same as network channels. You know what? There's good network channels. That's fine. You know what? It's gonna balance everybody out. It's gonna give us all a better name by doing it as well. You know, that too. You can go into that if that's what your heart is into, and you feel you have the niche for it, and you have something to give. But I can tell you right now, if you're going into network streams and all you have is, well, I can tell people to subscribe to each other. Well, anybody can do that. Anybody. I could get a chimp up here right now to point and push. That's not a hard concept. If that's all you got to bring to the table, it's probably not the best way for you to go. And I know a lot of you are being told to do it. I've heard it. I know what we do. I swear to God, half for questions in Twitter, and the other half is, did you see this? This is timestamped. Oh my God, did you see what happened last night? You guys take care of all of our browsing needs.
I can't even take it anymore. I'm not watching it. I'm not checking it. If anybody messages, I forward it to Andrew because it's just such a waste of time. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. It's like telling over and over the same thing over and over all the time. You know? I do get frustrated.
She does. I hear about it. That I do hear about. Stillwater Nation, where your ears burning. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And like Ian's in that extreme case, Ian goes to a ton of work on it. Like I say, folks, it doesn't have to be even like, just have some purpose into them, and that's all. I don't remember how to grow streams. Well, then you're on the right track, Farmall. You're on the right track.
And there's nothing wrong with live streams trying to ram it. That's not what we're saying.
No.
We're saying about content. Even videos can be pointless. Videos can be pointless.
Yeah.
Live streams can be pointless. It's not about the format. It's about what you're putting into it.
The difference between a pointless video and a pointless live stream is about 6 hours. You're not going to upload a 6-hour video.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I mean, the editing that would go behind it, yeah.
But that's how you pretty much define it. That's the problem, because live streams is like, well, let's go live and see who's on. Fast forward an hour. 4 hours and 42 minutes in. Seven hours in. How many more of those can we take? How many more of those can we take? If you're going to go on and go through all that work, just do something that's watchable. Just do something that's interesting. And then you can't complain that I'm not getting watched enough. And then they'll say, oh, well, this channel's not helping me enough for this one. Nothing can help that. Nothing can change that. YouTube can't fix that. We can't fix that. Nobody can fix that. Only you can. Only you can prevent that. You know, that's the simple truth of the matter. Only you can prevent it. So, you know, it is what it is. Silent stream, yes, exactly. You know, I mean, it's got nowhere to go but down. Nowhere to go but down. And the same, honestly, too, like I say, with networking, if you're going to do a good networking channel and really put something into it, then we need more of you. Bring it along. Bring your A game. Bring some advice with it. Don't do it just on networking. As long as you're bringing other stuff that people can chew onto and stuff like that, thumbs up. Thumbs up. But unfortunately, a lot are being told, just get into it. Just network. It's fun. Turn on the camera and go. That's all it takes. But I don't know much what you do. You don't need that. Who the hell ever bothered you with that stuff? Just tell them to look at each other. Point. You. Grab you. Put up a link. There you go. That should help you out. That should get your mojo rising. Yeah. And it's as empty as a calorie as it can be, and it fades out, and most channels within 3 months usually bottom out onto it because there's not enough people coming into it. It's lost all of its grip, and it ends off where it ends off, and you're stuck with a dead channel. It's basically like a mall that sells shoes decides to sell ice cream because people like ice cream and it's cold in the summer, and then you're stuck with 500 barrels come October when it's freezing ass cold, and you go broke, and your store closes. That's usually what happens with it. So what is up with sleep streams? I don't get it. Cooking green, when you find out, you let me know, because I have no idea. Not a clue. I can't even begin to tell you.
You know, and I have an idea here that Pixelpia inspired. She says, I don't even know how to do a silent stream. Really, I couldn't. You know, me and Pixelpia, we could just do a challenge, you know. How long we could do a silent live stream. Yeah, I know, right? But you see, it is all in the presentation. It could be a black screen, live stream, silent, and nothing's happening. Or you could present it as a challenge of two ladies trying not to talk. And who is going to be the first one to break? See, already sounds a little bit more interesting. It is all about presentation, guys. Only you could prevent silent screams.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Exactly. Or are we? Are we talking ceiling fans and sleep streams? Yeah, my favorite parade. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you like, and those are the ones that get you excited, get your blood pumping.
No cheating, my non-traditional life. Are you up to the challenge too? We could do one. See, people are already interested.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
It's just gonna have a point. Sorry.
So you can do fans, you can do sleeping, you know, like if I would do Andrew snoring live stream, something like that.
Get a divorce stream right after it.
See, already interesting. So it's all about how you present it.
The last time, I guarantee you.
It's all about how you present it, guys. You know, it can be interesting and it can be boring. Even the black screen can be interesting. Look at that black square art form that been going for millions there a couple of decades ago. You
That's
know,
because people are stupid.
well, but still, you know. Xenia is a genius. Well, thank you.
Why silent or sleep streams seems like a waste of time. Mama Goonie, I like the way you think. They were just saying that there is a way to put a spin on everything. That's basically what they're saying. It's frustrating when there's channels like mine and many more out there that spend hours filming, editing to get 20 views because YouTube is saturated with what you're talking. And exactly. You said it right there. That's the problem. And that's where I feel bad. The channels that are working hard are just going through weeds upon weeds upon weeds upon weeds trying to get seen. It's like it's choking the oxygen right out for them. I just said that again last week. I agree. Saucy Senoritas, how are you? Great to see. Hope you're doing fantastic. I could do a sleep stream, but it would be dangerous since I'm sometimes talking in my sleep. Oh.
See, already interesting too.
Oh. DVD screen, yes, Donnie. Yes. Oh, I could so see him doing that. The narrator's cutting that there. Have you come to watch Donnie? Doom. Have you come to watch Donnie? Doom. Yeah, I can see that for hours. I will watch it for an hour.
Part of success for Donnie is his accent, I can tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Trendorama Studios, I'm scared to go on camera. I'm not sure what to do. Well, don't go before you do. And that's the whole point of this too. You got to figure out the same as when people do make videos, they plan out what are the videos going to be about, or at least, you know, the idea about it. Well, the same with live streams. Don't go live just to press the button. Figure out what you're going to be talking about. Make some points, make notes if you're just starting, so it's easier. So you know what you're talking about, and you're not just staring at the screen or your phone to see the messages, you know?
Yep, exactly. Don, yeah, I think I planted to see Donnie. I hope I do. I would so love to see that now. I'm kind of caught up. I'm thinking of the Family Guy DVD one around. Oh my God, Shannon Naylor, how are you? Good to see you. How you been? Silent streams have 4 people watching and not me. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I never got it. Mm-mm. And once again, this is not to make anybody feel bad that's just getting into it. You do not need to be Steven Spielberg. You do not need to be Picasso in here for your thumbnail and all that. It's always the want to get better. I brought up Bald and Bankrupt many times. The guy's at 1.5 million. He has nothing special in he just does clean shooting and it's entertaining and just something. It's all about, people are not getting, I find so much on YouTube it's about having something on here that has purpose. If you have purpose, you have a good chance that there's people out there that want to see what you do. Just have some purpose into it. Purpose sounds like a very, it's not, it is everything on here. When you watch something, you watch it because it has purpose, it has meaning. It is something you needed to know about, something you want to be entertained by, or something that you were interested into. That is purpose. So why not have purpose in what you do as well? I feel there's such a disconnect between this creator's hat and this viewer's hat. There's not. The same things that bother you that you're seeing out there will bother people that come to see yours if you're doing them. So just look at your stuff. Look at the way you do things. If I was a viewer, would I click on this? If I was a viewer, would this title make me want to go further? If I was a viewer, would I watch past the 3-minute and 50-second mark on this video? Just constantly be asking yourself, if I was a viewer, would I? You have the same mindset set as they do. They're not from Mars. They're viewers. They're human beings, just like you. And when you go watching on YouTube, think about that when you're watching stuff that you're enjoying, what you're watching, what it brings you. You want people to feel the same when they come over to yours. There's too much of this, well, if I build it, they will come. Well, only 20 people watched my video last week, and I like it. Well, unfortunately, maybe they didn't. I mean, it's hard because there is hard to get seen on here. There's over 31 million active channels and growing by the day. Active creating channels. There's a lot of competition. We can never lose sight of that, how much competition there is. And you do not need to be a success to be number one under that 31 million and some. You got to feel a success in what you're doing right now. Pixelpia, I feel, is such a great example of that. I really, truly believe that. And I don't mean to be speaking for her, and she's never said this. But she's one of these people that I get when we've gotten to know her, but also then seeing her videos, that she feels successful in what she does. And that's a great thing because that's going to carry through to the audience and they're going to feel that and they're going to like it. And she has a better chance of getting people to come and watch it for that reason, because she's putting what she needs to into it and she feels good when it's done. And she always wants to get a bit better each time. That's what we have to feel like. I feel like too many times we take the audience for granted. That's why I hate dependencies on networks. That's why I hate dependencies on group for that exact reason. Because to me, it's like, well, I'll put out something. They have to watch it anyways. So I'm going to get some views out of it. Well, then why even bother? The whole point, I would hope, is if you came in for ours or anybody's network, it'll give you a little bit of a boost that will help start moving you up the ranks and YouTube moving it more. But if you don't have your tags, you don't have all that stuff and everything, it's just going to go from one network stream to another. Your views are basically calculated on the few friends you got and how many people you were able to convince to watch it, people to watch it while you were in a network stream and that. That's not going to grow anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. It's impossible. There's no key to success into it. Not our networking stream, not anybody else's networking stream, certainly not in sub streams. To me, networking should be, when you go to a networking channel, it should be no more than a commercial for your channel to hopefully put some new eyes onto it that people haven't realized what you've been doing. It shouldn't be to grow astronomical. It should be to get it more of a bump into it with some people that actually are like, holy God, I never realized that person did that. Wow, this channel looks pretty good together. I'm going to have to watch something like this and then start to move it up the line a bit. Otherwise, it's going to go nowhere. I mean, we could have lied a long time ago. Oh my God, if you want to grow, you just stay on Pusa Studios. We're going to grow you. Oh my God, you're going to see the stars. You're going to have many, many, many. Well, first of all, we don't see the stars onto it. So how the hell are we going to get somebody else to the stars? Secondly, nobody can grow like that. We wouldn't grow our channel like that. You guys can grow your channel like that. Nobody can. And I don't care whose networking stream it is. I don't care who they promise, what they promise. I don't care how much money they ask for. All of that stuff is irrelevant because it will not do it. It's impossible. Impossible. I don't care if they run your videos. I don't care if they run your links. I don't care if they do all that stuff. It's only going to go where it's going to go. It's not made for that. YouTube is not made to be viewed on with a couple of people saying, come look at this channel. It's made to grow by a lot of people in a lot of different areas saying, wow, you should see what's going on over here. Man, did you see this video? I got to send this to Mom. Mom's going to love this. And Mom's going to send her this one and that one. It's going to daisy chain and split off more and more and more like the old hair commercial. That's evergreen growth. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about spreading and growing that way. There's no group you can grow into all that stuff. So, like I say, it all goes back to what we were talking about tonight. Doing it right is having a good channel that people want to watch and that, and getting some eyes onto it. I will never put down networking. We've done quite well. I feel we have helped out a lot of people with it, as long as people don't take it as the God's word that this is the only way you can grow. You know? It's not. No networking stream is. Not mine, not anybody else's in that. And a bunch of empty promises are not going to make it any better. And we don't plan to. That's why we're not doing it right. And we stand by that 1,000,000%. Very happy not to be doing it right. I think it's time we end this one.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, it was great hanging out with you all tonight. We got to take off. We're actually on a half hour longer than we were supposed to be. Today was just a crazy day. Sorry for going on late.
If you're a member of our channel,
No.
we hope that you're looking forward for our Tuesday Tech Talk. That is not going to be Tuesday Tech Talk anymore, but you know
Yep.
what we mean. The question and answer all about YouTube, the tips and all of that that we used to have on Tuesdays for members only for now. And I hope you're as excited as we are. Look for your notifications out there on Facebook group as well as your own community page for members only. As for everybody else here in the chat, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. We're just on odd times. We're on odd times. So you're going to ring the bell and you got to follow us on Twitter because that's where we put all of our live streams out the minute they go out.
I did it my way. I love that, Pixelphia. What a great way to end it off. Very classy, very smart. Folks, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. And if you haven't checked out the memberships and you want to be part of the Tech Talk Tuesday and all that other stuff, we'd love to have you. Just head over to our homepage and click on that join button. Have a fantastic night. Be well, be good to yourselves. And, hey, it's your choice, but just remember, we're not doing it right. Bye now.